What's up, guys? Welcome to another beautiful episode of the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we don't gamble it. The Fed will be looking at how they're going to control the inflation, talking about what happened last week, talking about the CPI and all of those things are disturbing the macroeconomy. Are we going to see the highest rate in history, or are we going to see how they're going to pull the whole thing down to control all this movement in the market? If you've not subscribed to the channel, you can do that right now. Go to on Instagram is CryptoBin101, and you can see it right here. Subscribe, like, and share. You can see we're having subscribers daily, and the channel is growing significantly. I can't even believe the milestone or the numbers we're doing, but that shows the good value we're bringing to you on this channel. Without further ado, let's check what's going on in the market, and we can take it from there. The main news is Fed to put a firm foot on the brake pedal this week. And what does that mean? That means we'll be expecting critical decisions to be made by the Fed this week, and that is going to affect the market. I can categorically tell you that. So you need to watch out for that, and we're still going to check the news out, talking about the fundamental news to see what will be coming out, because this week is going to be very, very important. And as well, we're going to see market moving up and down so much because of this news, because some investors will believe they need to buy, some will say they need to sell. And as I tell you, the big boys are the one moving the market while we follow their footstep. Without no wasting time, let's check what is making headlines. Number one, we can see SEC claim all of Ethereum falls under US jurisdiction. Before this news came up, I told you guys some days ago, if not up to 1 week now, that Ethereum moving from proof of work to proof of stake is now becoming too much centralized. Too much centralized in the sense that now even Fed is now saying, or the US government or some countries are now saying, since it's now becoming like a securities where you can stake it, we can as well now have regulations for other securities to be applicable to the same ETH. And with that doing now, you need to do KYC, you need to do a lot of things, and that will now be bringing ETH to become centralized. And if you may ask me, maybe that is why we've seen Ethereum dropping so much since the merge. So we can see here that in a bold and potential unprecedented move buried in the lawsuit 69 paragraph, the SEC today claimed it had the right to sue Balina not only because its case concerned transaction made in ISA, but also because essentially the entire ETH network falls under US government purview. So now we need to check that out. And also, another news making headline is Metaplask set to airdrop MPLX token to Solana NFT creators. If you're on Solana, I told you Solana.io, they've been doing a lot when it comes to NFT, and I think they've been competing with blockchain like ETH and other on-chain network. And now we have an NFT that will be dropping airdrop shortly on Solana. So if you're interested in that, you can check them out. You can see Solana NFT are on the rise again lately, thanks to the buzzy project like Youth and ABC. Now the creator of the network NFT protocol is striking while the Iron Out Metaplask has announced plans to launch a token and decentralize its governance. So I think this is a good news for you that you're interested in NFT. But like I always tell you, before you put your money on NFT or before you put your money on any project, you need to do your own research. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what the roadmap is all about. You need to know the people behind the project. So without no wasting time, let's check the other news making headline. It's still Solana outperforms Ethereum in a daily transaction. Like I said, they've been in competition with ETH NFT, but we've seen Solana building its own network around NFTs, and that's why a lot of their NFTs have been doing wonderful well in the market. And also, let's check out another news that is making headlines. we can see where in the world is Do Kwon. Terra co-founder absence highlight the complication of extradition. Cryptos climb ahead of FOMC. Like I told you, Do Kwon is the co-founder of Terra Luna that crashed in May. Crashed from 120 to 0. You understand? That's how crypto space can be crazy. So you need to be careful when you're getting. You need a channel like this where we bring the information to your doorstep, where we explain and analyze whatever that is going on in the crypto space, so you don't get misinformed and you get the best of the best out of the crypto space or trading or talking about investment in general. So this guy now is now been flagged. Now the country is saying Interpol should get involved so they can arrest him wherever he is and probably extradite him back to South Korea. And this guy has been claiming he's not running, but he's not showing his face to the people that are looking for him. So what and where is Do Kwon? Only God knows. But with time, I know we're going to hear the news of where he's been arrested or wherever he is in due time. And that's why it's important to you being careful, knowing the project that you need to put your money on. Without no wasting time, Bitcoin regained 19K and Ether rise at FOMC meetings near. I told you we're going to see this guy, this bad guy over here, speaking and bringing out tools they're going to use to control the inflation and whatever I've been seeing in the macro economy in the last few weeks. And now he's going to speak sometimes probably today or tomorrow. We're going to check it out on the fundamental news and we're going to see what he will be saying and how this is going to affect Bitcoin or ETH. You understand? So we need to be careful and watch out for this in the coming hours. And now Goldman's bullish stance on real bond yield spells bad news for crypto. You know, we've always been seeing this. They tell you there's a bad news for crypto, but all we know is crypto has been down for so long. And I think it's the best time to start DCA. What is DCA? DCA is dollar cost average, whereby you buy some certain point to some certain point till it bottom out, then you start making profit. Not financial advice anyway, but it's just what we've studied in the market, and that's why we're giving you the gems out here. And we can see another news that is making headline this morning. Another news that is making headline this morning is, let's check it out. It's developing a builder ecosystem in the Web3 era. Like we all know, Web3 has been reigning and everyone is talking about it. But like I always tell you on this channel, you need to be careful before you put your money on any project. Now, we're seeing this company doing the same thing Binance did. And now I think we need to be careful and know the USDC will be using to trade. And what does that mean? Binance now want to stop some stable coins on their platform because of their own stable coin, you understand? So now I think if you're trading or if you're using any exchange, my advice to you is you can convert your USDT or USTC, whatever stable coin you're using, to the exchange stable coin you're using, so you can be safe. Because let's take for instance Binance banned a coin and the coin just don't have any volume again in the market. It might drop a little bit, and we could see what happened to Terra UST happen to some stable coin again. So for us to be careful, I think our advice, you use the stable coin of the exchange you are using to trade. If you want to know much about that, or you want to know how to trade, how to invest, or all about trading and crypto in general, talking about NFT, metaverse, tokens, and all of this we're talking about, go to www.instacashfs.com, where you apply for free training and you're going to get the best training from the best people in the business. And now we now see Waziri follows Binance footstep on listing USDC, USDP, and TUSD. You can see what I'm talking about. This has been happening now, and now we need to be careful. And I believe all this is coming up because of what happened to Terra Classic in May, where we saw the token went from 100 and something to 0, and we saw their even stablecoin crash to 0. So, and that's why the co-founder is being running all around, and they're looking for him to arrest him so he can explain how and why such a tragedy happens under his watch. And now we saw Australian senator call for urgent stablecoin and digital yuan. So now these are the news we have for you today on the show. Let's quickly run through excuse me. Let's quickly run through the fundamental news of the day. And we can see today is Tuesday. And if you've not subscribed to the channel, you have to do that now. Subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell. All right, back to the show. Let's ride on. It's a beautiful morning, and you can see I'm energized because we've always been winning on this platform. This is Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And now let's take a look at what's going on in the market. You can see for today, we're going to be seeing monetary policy. We're going to be seeing CPI month to month. We're going to be seeing median CPI. We're going to be seeing ECB president speak. Like I told you, that's even important also, because talking about the Europe economy, whenever they're having some inflation or some crisis in the economy, these guys are the ones that are not going to come out and tell us what they're doing to correct all the stuff that's going on in the macro economy. And on Wednesday, it's the big day. It's what everyone will be waiting for, talking about Fed Powell, Jeremy Powell speak. And we're going to see him talking about FOMC economic projections. We're going to see him talking about FOMC. We're going to be seeing FOMC statement. We're definitely going to be seeing federal fund rate and also FOMC press conference. And I must tell you, if you've been in the game for so long, you know these are very, very important. It could turn the market from 0 to 100 and from 100 to 0. So you need to be careful. Also on Thursday, we're not going to be seeing monetary policy talking about Japan. We're going to be seeing some policy rate from CHF. We're going to be CHF. We're going to be seeing some monetary policy also from GBP. Talking about Great Britain, may so continue to rest in peace. Talking about the monarch that passed on, Queen Elizabeth, and she was buried yesterday, laid to rest. And I think the world saw everything and how it was done. And the son is now the King Charles, and the third. And I must tell you this: a lot of NFT project will be coming up. Memes coin will be coming up. You need to be careful. You don't just need to bag your money on anything, because if it's not verified and not backed up with anything, it's just garbage and it's going to crash. You're just going to lose your money. So do your own research, know what you're going to do, because whatever is happening in the economy, they use that advantage to create coins, create some meme token. I call them shit coins because they are of no value. They don't have any utility attached to them. They don't have probably for proof of work, neither proof of stake. It's just someone creating it. Then they pump money into it. You buy it, then they rug you out. So you need to be careful when it comes to that. And on Friday, we're going to see French flash service PMI. We're going to see German flash service PMI, and we're still going to see in Great Britain also manufacturing PMI, and also in the United States we're going to be waiting for the flash service PMI. We're going to be trying to see Fed Powell speak on Friday as well. All these are very important in the fundamental work, but I can tell you, the chart is going to tell you whatever, or it's going to interpret whatever is going on in the economy. If it's down, you're going to see the stock crashing. You're going to see the market crashing. And if there's now a tool or a significant way of how they're going to get it done, you're going to see investors pumping money back into the market. So what should we do? Should we take trade now? Should we leave our trade? Should we wait and see? We're going to reach the segment where we analyze the chart, where we talk about how and when you should get into the market. So that's that about that. So let's quickly check the market watch. We can now see Bitcoin market cap in general. Crypto market cap is now trading at 933 billion US dollars. Market cap is trading at 933 billion, and we can see over 70 billion volume in the last 24 hours. And also we can see BTC Domina is now sitting at 39.7 and ETH is sitting at 17.7. And also let's check out CoinGecko, because there's always a kind of difference between two of them, but at least we can see what dominates the market and what is leading the market. And we can see over here, we saw market cap sitting on about 980 billion, still under 977 rather, still under 1 trillion. And we can see the volume in the last 24 hours about 70 to 80 billion US dollars. And also we can see the BTC dominance is 38, ETH is 16. We can see even after the merge, Ethereum continues to not do us proud. And it's what I told you on this show. Don't just get into the market because you hear the media, the mainstream talking about the merge, blah, 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 this is going to happen. I told you it's not going to work like that. And exactly what I said, it's what is happening. Is it going to appreciate back? Definitely it's going to appreciate back. Is it going to work out in the nearest future? Definitely. But it's a new thing, needs time to process before investors can believe they can put or back their money on the project. So let's check out what's trending. We can see ETH is trending, Ethereum itself is trending, proof of work ETH is trending, and ETH Classic is trending. And you can see Bitcoin is trading at 19,313 as I'm speaking to you right now, and it's been down for about 13% in the last 7 days. We can also see ETH is trading at 1,355 and it's been down 21% in the last 7 days. That is huge. Even talking about the merge that just happened, we're still saying something like that. So that's why I tell you, you need to stick to a channel like this where we tell you the truth, where we pick out the pieces and everything you need to know and gather it together and give you as one on this beautiful show. So if you've not subscribed, click on subscribe button now, like and share, and become part of this great thing happening on this channel. And don't forget, turn on the notification bell so you can get the video as we drop it immediately, because you don't want to miss out what is going on in the market. And now we can see stable coins. They are still, because the $1 to each other. Let's check out Solana, because Solana is making and talking about performing more than ETH. And we can even see that Solana is dropped only 16% in the last 7 days compared to Ethereum that has dropped about 24% in the last 7 days. And we can see other coins appreciating. Shiba Inu has dropped about 15% as well. Let us check out coins under 100 like we always do on this show, to show you some coins that are making it to top 100. And right now we can see AR now on number 101, Binary X on number 102, Yen Finance is back at 103, used to be 101, even used to be part of top 100 but drop out of top 100. And Gemini dollar is back to 106. Cardano is now down to 108. And you can see some of them are falling below. They are falling about 14% in the last 7 days, 11% in the last 7 days, 17% in the last 7 days, 16% in the last 7 days. And we can see a lot of them appreciating in the last 24 hours. Is the market ready to pump back? We're going to check that out on the chart shortly. So that's that on the market watch, and we can see what's trending. And also, even though we come to CoinGecko, we can see Bitcoin, ETH are still the king. And even under top 100, we can check out the coin under top 100. And we can see LSK, Smooth Love Portion, and Render are the one. This top 200. Sorry, I'm checking 201. Let me check from 101. 101. Yeah, you see, we can see all these coins on the top 101 because there are different coins listed on different websites and they rank them according to their market cap and how they've been performing in the market. It's just like companies, how they've been performing. You can see Google up now, Apple come up, Tesla now overthrowing all of them. So that's the same thing when it comes to checking out the market, talking about the cryptocurrency market at large. So that's on Market Watch. Now let's go to the segment where everyone is waiting for, which is the chart. And yesterday, if you're on the show yesterday, I told you don't buy Bitcoin yet. I told you. I know you'll say, oh man, but it's now on 96 now. No, because one thing you need to understand, market don't just move straight up or move straight down. market move in a zigzag form, forming a structure going up or forming a structure coming down until you have a buy signal. That's when you need to take a trade. And even when you have that buy signal, you need to use your risk reward, because anything can happen. You can be wrong. You understand? This is crypto. This is trading, not even crypto. Trading generally. You can see a buy signal now and it's going to turn to a sell in twinkle of an eye. So that's why you need to be careful when you're placing your trade, so you can secure your investment. And that's why I tell you, you need to wait for signal, get a signal, get into the market and minimize your risk of trading. And that's talking about the risk reward management. And if you want to know much about that, I've told you, go to instacashfx.com, apply for free training, and we're going to call you batch to batch, and you're going to get the best of the best training out of them. So let's go back to the chart. And now, if you can't see the chart, go to YouTube right now. If you're on Instagram, and you're going to see what we're talking about the chart now, so you can know if you're to buy right now or you need to sell. So right now, let's check what's happening in the chart. We can see Bitcoin is trading at 19,289 right now. And yesterday, I told you we're going to have a movement like this, exactly how I predicted it. If you've not seen our videos, you can go back and watch all our videos. We have a lot of videos, and each episode there are different informations we've been passing, talking about news, fundamental news, chart analysis, and lots of those things we've been passing on the channel. So if you've not seen it, you need to go back and watch all our videos. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Also, let's go back to the chart. Now you can see what's going on the chart. I told you yesterday we're going to see a movement like this. Let me use this. I told you we're going to see something like this, like this, like this, like this, go like this, then come back to mitigate this area. And exactly is what you can see that it's happening right now. So that's why I tell you that whatever I will tell you on this show, it's not financial advice, but it's just what we've studied. It's what we've how am I going to put it, back test, and we see that, oh, this is going to work, and we share it with you. But you have to do your own research and make your own decision, because this is not financial advice by any way. All right, speaking of that, let's see. So now I'm expecting the market to complete the structure. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm expecting even to pull up again, then come and mitigate this zone. You can see this zone right here. Yeah, you can see this zone right here. Let me spell out the zone for you so you can get it 100%. Sorry. Yeah, you see the zone right here. I'm expecting the market to come back to test this 18,450, or let's say from 18,500 to 18,366. I'm expecting the market to come to that point, mitigate that point, then we'll see the market now forming structure to see if we're not going to break any structure that was coming down from the bear market, and we can now confirm we'll be having a movement going upward. So now I'm expecting market to come down to this point and continue. But if you want to take a trade, where do you take your trade? You can put your buy stop here, because I believe if this trend should go up, come down, go up, come down, it's going to move this, go up, but it's going to move in a short while. So now if you're not experienced trader, you will know when to take your profit. So why don't you wait, let the market come and retest this zone, and you're going to take your trade. And taking your trade here, your drawdown will be so short. See what your drawdown will look like. Your drawdown will just be 166 points. Even though you're buying one lot size, you are risking $166. If you're buying 0.10, you'll be risking $16 or $16.6. You see how our trade is good. We don't just allow you to take trade that your drawdown will be so much, and at the end of the day you're going to lose your money. Here, even though it goes wrong, you're going to make your money. And we've been 99.9% right on this show so far. You can go and verify, like my guy used to say. All right, let's go back to the chart. So now we're expecting Bitcoin to complete that movement, and now probably we're gonna see it come to test this point. Then we see the market move like this, creating another movement. Then we might now see market moving. But are we now back in the bullish zone? No. What I'm just saying is the market is still down, but the bullish is going to start from somewhere, and now we need to take advantage when we see a movement upward. Even though it's 5,000 points, 4,000 points, we'll take it, because imagine market moving from 18,500 to about 25,000. You can make that profit before it crashed down back, because we are saying probably market is going to 14K, 10K. Yes, it's possible, but at the same time, the market could bottom up wherever it chooses to be, because the people moving the market are the big boys, not you and I, the big banks, where they put billions of dollars in the market. So I'm expecting market to do something like that and continue that way. And if we now fail to break or fail to hold this retest, but I believe we should hold this retest, because I've seen the mitigation over here. You can see we've mitigated all the zone. Let me show you what I mean by the mitigation here. You can see we have the buy zone here, so I believe we mitigated the zone. Anything that makes us break this zone, then we're gonna see another pull down in the excuse me, we're gonna see another market drop down below 17.5. Anything that make us break this zone, but I believe we should see a small movement, because when you look at it, we could have our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 complete within this zone, and we'll see the market appreciating back. But the market is full of surprise. Anything can happen in the market. That's why we always bring the chart analysis to your view every day, so you can have a clear picture of what is going on in the market. So we need to watch out for Bitcoin and wait before we buy. I'm not even in the market since yesterday, because I'm waiting for it to come here. If it breaks here, I know it continued the short. If it doesn't break there, then I know we could have a structure to move, even though it's going to be in a short while, but at least I can bag some profit out of the market, and I'll wait again to buy when it's low. Like I tell you, buy when it's low, sell when it's high. So that's that on Bitcoin. I'll tell you, you just need to wait. Let's see a retest around 18.4 from 18,500 to 18,350 thereabout before you place a trade. And don't forget to use your risk reward, because we can have the continuation dipping down below the mitigation zone. All right, and that's that on BTC. Let's now check out ETH, Mr. Demerge. Let's check out what Mr. Demerge is doing in the market. And you can see, I told you that day that if you see coin breaking this zone, we're going to see it dip it down, and that happens. You can see I even still have my line drawn over there. But now what's happening with ETH also? Should I buy ETH now? I'm still going to tell you, don't buy now. Bitcoin, no. ETH, no. Let's wait for them to retest this zone. So I'll be waiting for ETH also to come and retest around 1,290 or 1,305 thereabout. Then I can place my buy. But with my risk reward being minimal, and now I could be just taking risks of just 26 points. Can you see that? 26 points. So even though you're buying one ETH, you're risking $26. If you buy 0.10, you're risking 0.26. You can see what I'm saying. So that's why our chart analysis here, it's not just all about making money alone, but also reducing the risk of you wasting or losing your money in the game. All right, and now we can see Solana is back to 30, and I even predicted this long time ago. You can go check the videos, you know, like the my guy used to say, go and verify. So you can go verify. So now what should we do with Solana? We just need to wait and see if Solana is going to break this zone. If Solana fails to break this zone, then we know we can now see a buy. Excuse me, we know we can now see a buy moving up that way. But right now, all the cryptos are down. Do we need to get into the market now? No, we need to wait for them to come back and retest. And if they retest the place and break it, that means it's not yet time to buy. We're going to see the market dipping down, because sometimes patience is key. You don't need to rush in, like I used to say, because if you rush in, I promise you, you'll definitely be rushed out. So that's that on the chart analysis today. To get more in-depth into the chart, you need to subscribe to the channel now, like and share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you can get all this juicy content as we drop it to you. Yes, every day. All right, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been a beautiful morning, and I've been so energetic this morning to bring this beautiful show to you, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show. And this is where we trade it and we don't gamble it. So let's check the fear and greed before we wrap up the show, like we normally do on this show. And now, what's the fear and greed? The fear and greed is on 23, which is extreme fear. And I told you, when it's extreme fear, that's when you need to bag more coin. But you don't just get into the market. You need to get into the market at the right time, and that's what we've been discussing on this show. All right, until I catch you on another beautiful episode of this show tomorrow, stay out of trouble. If you've not subscribed, please do that right now. You can see right here, subscribe. CryptoBit101 is the name of the channel. The name of the show is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, and we bring it to you daily, Monday to Friday, with the exclusive coming on Saturdays. And now we can see, you can subscribe right here, like and share. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. I still remain myself, Ahmed Magic Kazim, and I'll be signing out right now, but I'll be back on your view tomorrow to bring this fantastic show to you. Till I catch you then, peace, and please stay out of trouble. Do your own research. Watch the project you put your money on, because the crypto space, trading, investment, sometimes can be very funny. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.